The planet Veytara was dying. Its skies, once a brilliant tapestry of violet and gold, were now a dull, choking gray. The atmosphere had thinned over centuries due to relentless industrial activity, and oxygen levels were plummeting. For the Veytarians, an advanced yet fragile alien race, survival had become a daily struggle. Their towering crystalline cities, which once sparkled under twin suns, now stood dim and lifeless, shrouded in toxic haze. In one of the largest remaining cities, the Veytarian Council convened in desperation. Elder Sithran, his translucent skin pale and his breathing labored, stood at the head of the chamber. His voice was weak but resolute. "We cannot ignore the truth any longer," Sithran said. "Our air is poisoned, and our people are dying. We must seek help beyond our world." A younger council member, Alvar, shook her head, her crystal-like tendrils dimming in frustration. "Who would help us, Elder? We have isolated ourselves for generations. Our reputation in the galaxy is unkind." Sithran's violet eyes flickered with faint hope. "There is one species that might respond. The humans." The chamber fell silent. The humans. They were newcomers to the galactic stage, infamous for their unpredictability but also their ingenuity. Some regarded them as reckless, while others spoke of their capacity to solve the impossible. Alvar's tendrils brightened slightly. "Humans? Do you truly believe they would aid us? They barely know us." "Perhaps that is why they might help," Sithran replied. "Their world, Earth, endured similar devastation once. They might understand our plight." With no better options, the Council agreed to send a message. A plea for help was broadcast into the vast expanse of space, a desperate cry from a dying world. Days passed with no response. Then, as the Veytarians began to lose hope, a signal came through. The humans were coming. When the human delegation arrived, their ships descended into Veytara's atmosphere like glowing orbs, their hulls shimmering with advanced shielding technology to withstand the toxic air. From one of the ships emerged Dr. Mira Patel, an expert in planetary engineering, accompanied by a team of scientists, engineers, and technicians. They wore advanced breathing apparatuses and exosuits designed to protect them from the harsh environment. Among them was Sam Bennett, a cheerful and resourceful engineer with a knack for making the impossible happen. The Veytarians watched in awe as the humans disembarked. Alvar stepped forward, her tendrils glowing faintly in greeting. "Thank you for answering our call. We feared no one would." Dr. Patel removed her helmet, taking a cautious breath through her portable oxygen mask. "Your situation is dire, but not hopeless. We've seen worse on our own planet. If we work together, we believe we can restore your atmosphere." Elder Sithran approached, his movements slow and strained. "Your reputation precedes you, humans. You are known for both your daring and your brilliance. Do you truly believe you can save Veytara?" Mira met his gaze, her eyes filled with determination. "With your cooperation, Elder, I believe we can give your world a chance to breathe again." The humans wasted no time. They set up base near one of the largest crystalline cities, deploying drones and sensors to analyze the atmosphere. The results were grim. Oxygen levels were critically low, and the air was saturated with harmful gases. Dr. Patel and her team devised a plan to terraform the atmosphere, using advanced technology to remove toxins and generate breathable air. Sam Bennett, meanwhile, worked on retrofitting Veytarian infrastructure with human technology. "Your cities are like massive conductors," he explained to Alvar as they examined the towering structures. "We can repurpose them to distribute the atmospheric cleansing agents. It's almost like your architecture was waiting for this." Alvar tilted her head, her tendrils glowing in thought. "It's ironic, isn't it? The very structures that symbolized our prosperity now serve as tools for our survival." Sam grinned. "Well, if there's one thing humans are good at, it's turning disasters into opportunities. The first phase of the plan involved deploying nanobots into the atmosphere. These microscopic machines were programmed to bind with toxic particles and neutralize them, creating pockets of breathable air. The Veytarians watched with cautious hope as the drones released clouds of shimmering nanobots into the sky. One day, as Mira and Alvar monitored the progress from the command center, Alvar asked, "Earth, your world. Was it ever as broken as ours?" Mira nodded, her expression thoughtful. "It was. We polluted our air and water, destroyed forests, and drove species to extinction. But we learned. It wasn't easy, and we made mistakes along the way, but we found ways to heal. That's why we're here. If we could save Earth, we can help save Veytara." Alvar's tendrils brightened slightly. "You give us something we haven't felt in a long time, hope." As weeks turned into months, the air began to change. The toxic haze lifted in some areas, revealing glimpses of the violet and gold skies that Veytara was once known for. Plants that had clung to life began to flourish, their vibrant colors returning. For the first time in years, the Veytarians could step outside their sealed habitats and breathe, albeit cautiously. Sam worked closely with the Veytarians to modify their technology further. "Your energy systems are incredible," he said to Alvar as they inspected a crystalline generator. "But they're also part of the problem. With a few tweaks, we can make them carbon neutral." "You speak as though it's so simple," Alvar said, her tone skeptical yet curious. "It's not simple," Sam admitted with a grin. "But it's doable. And that's what matters." The final phase of the plan involved reintroducing oxygen-producing flora to the planet. The humans brought seeds and samples of resilient plant species from Earth, genetically modified to thrive in Veytara's environment. Together, humans and Veytarians planted vast fields of greenery, watching as the first sprouts emerged from the once barren soil. One evening, as Mira and Sithrin stood on a ridge overlooking a restored valley, the elder spoke. "Your species is remarkable, Dr. Patel. You have given us more than air. You have given us hope for the future." Mira smiled, her gaze fixed on the horizon where the twin suns were setting. "You had the courage to ask for help, Elder. That's where hope begins." Years later, Veytara was transformed. Its skies were clear and vibrant once more, its air rich with the scent of blooming flora. The alliance between humans and Veytarians became a beacon of hope for the galaxy, a reminder that even a dying world could be revived with cooperation and determination. Though the humans eventually returned to Earth, their legacy on Veytara endured, a testament to the power of unity and the resilience of life.